Hello guys, today we're talking about Discord and why Discord has the most antisocial people that you can ever find besides other niche sub-communities online, different forums you could find. So, typically on Reddit discussions you have some kinds of informative, helpful articles, post discussions on different subreddits necessarily people might be have their own hobbies, things like that, and overall the discussion is based on rich information and getting certain points across. So this is just some of my cyberpunk photos I've taken in game. It's this one's only 2K. Alright. So let's look at a second picture I've taken. This is a 4K, but I only have a 4060, so it's only like that's the best it can look. You can see it's kind of could be better, but that's what I have. So Discord users, what am I gonna say about them? I read a post, they construct their own identities that basically they're trying too hard to appear to be a certain way, so that's kind of in the spectrum. If you understand what I'm saying, they have some kind of inferiority complex and they feel the need to be part of a niche so that others will conform to their belief values and their discussions, and it's like an echo chamber, like social cliques and things of that nature. So actually half the people on the Discord servers, they don't even message, they don't say anything in the chat, they don't do anything. Some of them have zero comments, which is what I found is interesting. Even with a server with like 2,200 people, there's only 400 online, and I say the people talking is less than 100, and then there's a certain group of 20 people that decide they want to talk more and waste their time on the server. So like I was on a work server, and for some reason they have people who are moderating have their own private channels that no one else can see. Probably only the moderators and their handful of losers get to discuss what's on there. So it was mostly a work subreddit, and I mean these people are really two-faced. They're control freaks. They really like to get reactions from other people. That's one group. The other group is just removing posts they don't like and things like that. Their brain just doesn't function. It's like, I see this, I don't like it, so you're not allowed to say this. I'm not offending anybody, and they just take it as offensive. So that's just cringe behavior. I mean, even as a joke, they don't understand their actual NPCs, bots. And I'm just talking about the moderators of that subreddit. There's only maybe like 3 or 4 of them, and they feel the need to control other people because I guess they have an inferiority complex in real life. There's a bunch of single mothers working remotely. Is that kind of job? I'm not gonna say exactly what it was to protect my identity, but you can tell it's really bad. They ban a bunch of people, and not necessarily because they said something that's overly offensive. It's like on the line, maybe controversial, but nothing. If you have a friend or somebody, you wouldn't actually just say, "Oh, you're not my friend anymore," things like that. So in that sense, they like controlling other people because they're weak inside, mentally inferior, and even in real life, I mean, people don't act that way. People are more friendly than they should be. So let's go back to my other picture. Took another picture here. 16.1 megabytes. It's kind of more blurry in this picture. I'm using for all these pictures. I'm using Nova LUT, the original one with the .in the raster for Nova LUT Pure 2 raster, something like that. Those are the only two mods environmental I have. Looks pretty nice. This one I had multiple reshades on, probably clarity, and the other one was like it was the HDR and something else like that. It just makes it darker. You have to lower the gamma, increase the gamma value to make it darker, or lower it. See, I like the reflections. This is with only ray tracing on, no path tracing, in that night mode. And you see it's slightly foggy. You have to get the scene to look kind of like that. You see the colors are more natural. There's the default Cyberpunk has like a bluish, greenish tint, which like Fallout 3 is kind of unrealistic. This is more natural lighting. This one's kind of more bluish, more orangish, but not as green as it should be. And I only have 4060, so that's the best I can do in photo mode. Probably like this photo the best because the contrast and the lighting is very even. You can even see certain. This is also with the decals. There's like a mod you can download. It's like 100. It's just a remaster of for HD 2K or 4K for the billboards and signs and such like that. So like these people on Reddit, that's really disappointing behavior from all these people. There's certain people that for some reason they like make talk the most and actually say the most offensive and controversial things, but they don't ban them because I guess they know them or something like that. They have some thing. See that little it's kind of odd. You see the ghosting there going on, and so like even though I'm far away, I'm standing on top of the building basically. You can see you can see there's still some detail even zoomed in 200%, 300%. You can see one of the flying AV things 800%. You probably need like a 50, 70 at least to play this. Maybe you need a 50, 80, 50, 90 for 60, greater than 60 FPS. I like the way this looks. This is without reshade, by the way. So only in night mode for Cyberpunk you need the reshade to make it look like more dark. You have to lower the gamma at night because at night it actually looks much brighter, it looks more gray if I didn't have the reshade presets on, but it's only 2K this photo, which is not, it's only 5 megabytes, is 12.8. This is actually the highest megabyte, 16.1. Back to my other picture here. Yeah, you do see the cars moving in the background even when I was playing around with the photo mode editor. The cars, if you shoot them, they won't do anything. You won't get the wanted level or anything like that. It's mostly, I guess it's slightly optimized in that sense. No stutters or anything. It's pretty good. Um, so let's go zoom in here. Get a job. So actually, I'm not working there anymore. I was just like playing around in the Discord server. These people are just really disappointing to me. I mean, if everybody acts this way, it's like you're living in a jail cell, right? No one can have any fun. And These people aren't very intelligent, by the way. I mean, you can tell by the way they communicate. It's all like basic stuff, nothing very interesting like on Reddit discussions. People actually have some kinds of hobbies they're interested in, not just they want to set an online persona with a profile picture and saying certain things to make them look a certain way. Me myself, I'm fine with not having too many in real life friends because I mean online in life mostly you're spending money and that kind of thing. I might help you get a job referral or things of that if you work mostly in business or sales or something, marketing, recruiting. Having connections is beneficial in that sense, but if you don't have any references of that sort, it's actually means you're more fit for the position than in actuality. I really like this photo I took. You see the highways coming in and out of the main parts of the city going into the, what's that? This is with the recent Phantom Liberty 2.13 or whatever, 2.2. So the Gits mod doesn't work. The game will crash and you have to reinstall it. So if you try to do that, the photorealistic aspect doesn't work. This is zoomed in 200%. There's some pixelation here. You could do better with the like this see it's slightly different the windows and the buildings. It's mostly the same texture. About here, it's better here with the different colors and the load presets. From a distance, you don't really see the pixelation looks better. So the point of Discord, if you're on a Discord server, especially if you're a mod, then I have some bad news for you. Even like online forum mods, it's like, what's the point of being on a server if you're a mod? To basically ruin other people's days, basically. And me, I'm not really upset. I'm just disappointed in the people. Like, why would, if you're not having any fun, then why are you even online in the first place? Like, you could be doing other things, and I mean, the people they talk about food, they talk about, oh, I'm going here, I'm doing this. I never talk about that. I mean, if everybody talks about the same thing, what does it look like, right? The Emmanuel Kant said Kantian dialectic, Kantian ethics, right? If everybody does the same thing, what's it gonna look like in the end? If everybody drives safely on the road, then there's no problems. And then there'll be no need for police, traffic police. If everybody flew in the ATC, the designated path tracker and no collisions, and if everybody went the same direction, they wouldn't actually collide with each other. The water textures here, forgot to mention that. Uh, Patch tracing on the dark mode looks slightly better. It's actually darker in path tracing mode, but ray tracing at the lowered gamma. Some water reflections here. It's not slightly sharpened, right? I put this DLSS sharpness on 4, on 1 here, the maximum. I think the gamma is still at the base gamma. I lowered it a little bit probably here. I don't know why this picture is 16.1 megabytes. This is actually, you could kind of see with roasted noodles, you could kind of read that off. How far away? I mean, even here you can, the edges are pretty sharp here, you see. The shadow, there's some shadow problem there with the sharpness. But I like the angle of this picture. The AV on this picture actually looks great. See the underbody of the AV is all dark. Top is blends in with the lighting of there, and even here looks very clear actually here. Clearer than actually with the HD decals and text and billboard signs. Um, trees here also. The trees look kind of bad. I tried to do the HD trees here. You can't tell here also. That's a problem with the Cyberpunk game. A lot of the engines have problems with the leaves swaying around. It looks really grainy and very washed out. That's the only bad thing about Cyberpunk's visuals, besides the green hue, bluish green hue. So, what else do I have to say about Discord? Um, it's a place for anonymous people, people who don't actually share anything about their real life to hide in. Um, I'm not that type of person. I always maintain my identity. I never give out any photos or anything like that because anybody who has proof of you saying certain things and you can Photoshop what you said or things like that. I'm actually curious about some of these people. They're very open. They share a lot of their photos, but they delete them afterwards, things like that. And this group had this thing like, oh, Friday night, show picture of your face. These people are actually they're paranoid. Like, what if they're all talking with fake people? What if their personal persona and identity profile, everything is fake for them online when in reality it is, right? The people are all fake. So this cyberpunk world is more realistic than their their little bubble that they live in all day. The mods in particular. I mean, I'm not bad mouthing everybody on the server. It's just the mods that there's actually some mods that don't say anything, don't ban people. They just watch and they don't really do anything. Set their profile playing Valorant players. These people who play Valorant too. I've never seen a single person playing Valorant online that I haven't met. They always have this obsession with Valorant. Oh, I'm a Valorant player. Oh, I'm doing this. I'm streaming Valorant. Look how good I am. I mean, the optimization for Valorant, you get 300 FPS on a 4060 when you only get like 150 on CS. The high settings on this very well optimized from Riot, which is commendable. So, yeah, I remember playing a couple of other games, private servers, and there's a couple of people that talk the most. The guild leaders, these people, I don't know how they see people. It's like it doesn't make sense to me. Join our guild for what, right? Join some boss raids and stuff like that, and the sense of what they think and feel, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like they rely on online persona. I mean, there's some girls that they might have some dating issues. They try to find some people to talk with and private message their DMs, things of that. Private subreddits there again. Even on these large public servers, it's really stupid. They have the mods and whatnot. Server owners have their own private channels that no one else can see what they're talking about. I mean, on the outside, people are, you know, shown a certain way. On the inside, they're maybe not even 50%. It's all BS nowadays. how these people got so far in life. I mean, technically, no. The server was in a lot of. Look at this alien. Looks pretty great. A lot of single mothers. People have dating issues. It's like even these women, their server mods are actually women. They have trouble finding dates and stuff like that, and probably like 30 years old and don't even have a boyfriend at the moment. They don't even look that bad from when they uploaded their Friday night photos. They just have other issues, mental problems that they have to go on the server to moderate every day to feel like they are actually part of some fictional make-believe online community. Let's go here. Let's go back to this picture here. What is that? What is this actually? I'm just looking. Can I zoom in? I thought that was like an alien head at the moment, but this, yeah, look at the pixelation. Looks like an alien head walking. Is that the only? I remember when taking this picture, there's only like one person. I set the crowd density to low for the FPS, but see, it kind of blends in. You have to actually like look at the certain place to see what they're doing. I didn't even see like in the background. I believe there's like no blind mod going on. The like from a distance, even with here, I think there's a no blind mod. So during the daytime, the cars and the lighting is just blind. It's just blinding. It's you can't play it at night. Look at the shadows here. It blends in here with the slight underpass. And even here, the tone is even. The lighting is all even here. It's well balanced, and you see the single street lamp illuminating this little blur here. Even like the I think the lighting, the red shade from the sign over there, it actually reflects off the slightly elevated ledge going into the sidewalk. It's nice. Even here, you see the reflection. Like the reflection in this game are pretty good, even without ray tracing, like without path tracing. I mean, with ray tracing on, this is only with ray tracing on, I believe. It still looks great. See, even the single gap between these two characters and the sign are actually even spread out with the intensity on the edge and even into the like eased into the more further area and even on the side. You see that? Um, this color is like reddish pinkish. It looks nice here. You do see all these small details, they do add up. Like even the different colors of the car here, it's pronounced. It's like maroon, blue. Looks nice. Even like this after effect of one of the mods, the blind no blinding, you can see it's not realistic, but from a distance it's more like fictional and looks nice here. It's if you ever get the chance to go on Cyberpunk, just go on top of this building where it is. It's I guess near Japantown because of the it's near Japantown or I don't know where this is exactly, but it's somewhere where the tall buildings are. Um, yeah, night looks nice. I think during the daytime it's more blue and orangish, more than I'd like. I have might have a color tone mod on. It's just a slight difference. You might turn it on. It tries to lower the blueness even more from the Nova Lit. The water reflections are pretty clear here. It's not too grainy. It's sharp. See that? I mean the trees look better in the water. If they could fix that, it would be very nice. The volumetric cloud fog resolution, I put it on low. That's why it looks extremely blurry or pixelated there. It's here it's sharp though, the sharp edges on that building. Like there's no artifact thing or anything like that. There's no like loading textures. It takes a couple seconds to load in when you're dashing around, but if you just stay like less than half a second, everything is loaded in. The draw distance from here. Like you see, even the draw distance here is fine. I didn't have any draw distance mods on. If they actually mess with the rendering and make it slower. I tried a mod before, it doesn't work. Makes it look worse. So even here with the like the basic only Nova LUT and no reshade presets, I believe. It's just ray tracing on ultra 4K. It looks very nice. It's a little bluish here, more blue than it should be. I mean, these lights aren't halogen lights or anything like that. The shadows in this with patch tracing on it would look much better, but you can at least see the water reflections. Even without ray tracing on, you can see the puddles and the lighting eliminating the that. So it's a problem with Discord again. Going back to that, trying to think of more things to see. I believe there's not really any successful people on Discord, server mods. What if they make their own business and manage their own business, right? They'd actually be making money instead of banning people for no reason, basically. Um, Keep in mind the people banning, they're not say about these fragile mind, fragile egos, fragile minds. No, even though I could be stubborn, I don't rely on online communities to like feel okay. I just like to point out what's wrong with other people, right? And I do get it. Other people have their own viewpoints, but most people nowadays don't have a critical thinking. Look at that. Is that the apartment actually? Is that the entrance to the apartment? I don't know. There's an apartment somewhere that no, this isn't the apartment. It's somewhere else and probably the I don't know, the expensive one. You do see the lights are on inside. Wonder what's going on in there. Trees here are okay. I mean it's not too bad for a 2K picture. This lighting, the auras around here, it's not very realistic, but if there's some, I guess if it's slightly foggy outside with the, maybe the environment mod did that. I believe without the mod, it looks much different. Like, it would look like gray and light and not so many shadows. Let's go back to my better picture here, which is worthy of showing. Um, so even you can tell it's a tiger with all the gaps and that'll be a costly uh LED or whatever it's called to produce. Um, I think that's all I have to say about the people on Discord. They're losers and they have no life. Not all of them, the mods though. They rely on other people for social support. They're mentally fragile. They are social clicky and they have their no in-person friends. So some of these people don't actually have any friends. They're all online and they try to excuse their person life, but you compare somebody like me that doesn't rely on other people like online for personal like beliefs. Just I always joke about what they say. It's whatever they talk about. It's just disappointing. People are just dumb. That's all I have to say.